With Witch Queen being weeks away, people are probably anticipating of what new exotics we might see in this expansion. And with, really no confirmation on anything except one exotic, we don't really know what we'll see in the Witch Queen. So in this video, we're going to talk about exotics, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you guys don't mind, subscribe and like this video. It means a lot. But let's get right into it. Now we're going to go into the first and only confirmed exotic, is that the exotic SMG behind a pre-order bonus. We got some footage of it in the Game Awards trailer of it shooting at some combatants. Now I can tell from the gameplay that it did have some poison rounds per se, so we could see this reminiscent to thorns, so therefore it might be a kinetic SMG. And of course we don't really know what the perk is, and we probably won't for a while unless there will be a Vidoc planned in the future where we get a more in-depth view of this new exotic SMG, but time will tell once we get closer. So it looks really intriguing and interesting to use, but time will tell. With Shadowkeep bringing Monte Carlo back from Destiny 1, and technically Beyond Light bringing back Hawkmoon, but that was a part of Season of the Hunt, could we see some in Season 16 or Witch Queen return a Destiny 1 exotic, and what will that be? Of course, we could see one returning Destiny 1 exotic. Now, what's better than adding Necrochasm to this DLC? Now, I know that there will be a returning raid coming in Year 5, and it's been, I think, confirmed that Crotazen will not be that raid, and I think it will be either King's Fall or Wrath. And with that being said, we really don't know if they will add Crotazen back. It's still, very unknown if they were going to add it back as a raid or as a dungeon, and it's probably a big question of when, or if they will do it going into around the final shape and Lightfall. But until then, we really don't know if they want to add it back, but we could just see King's Fall and Wrath, and that will be it. But really, time will tell if Crotazen returns. Now, with that being very unknown, and being it very unknown, could we see Necrochasm return? Of course we could, though, because it is, if the Crotazen raid doesn't return, it's kind of like an empty exotic, and they don't really know when to bring it back. And with Witch Queen being the next major kind of Hive expansion, with Lightfall being more focused on the darkness as well as the final shape, this is a perfect time to add Necrochasm. I said back in Season of the Splicer that it was also a perfect time to add it then, so I believe it could be added now as an exotic. So we will see if it will return, but it's definitely a kind of an interesting topic to talk about if Crotazen doesn't return, and what to do with that exotic to be used for maybe a season or another major expansion. Being that said, I feel like Witch Queen could be a great point for it to return into Destiny 2. Lastly, the one I think, me personally, I really want to happen is a exotic sword of some kind, either entirely new or returning from Destiny 1. Now, with the Taken King, we got 3 exotic swords: Darkdrinker, Razelighter, and Bullcaster. All of them had a different unique towards them in combat in PvP and PvE, and it was really amazing to go and after completing the Taken King and seeing those 3 exotic swords and actually going for them. It was an amazing experience, and I felt like I was going to use it a lot. And I felt like if Witch Queen is getting hyped and giving me a lot of Taken King vibes, could we expect a Hive or somewhat of a reminiscent to the exotic swords, Bullcaster, Razelighter, and Darkdrinker? I would love a somewhat Hive exotic sword in this. It doesn't need to be 3, but at least 1, and I feel like that would be amazing. I really want an exotic sword this time around again. I feel like we haven't got another good exotic sword. No offense, Lament, you're still amazing, but I feel like this Hive expansion should bring an exotic sword. It's just so anticipated, I think, for me, and I think maybe some of you who probably got Darkdrinker and all this a while back. It would be really cool to see a really good Hive exotic sword of some kind, and yeah, I feel like that would be amazing for the Witch Queen. That's just my thoughts. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this little video. If you guys want more of these kind of videos, please subscribe and like the video. That means a lot to me. And yeah, comment down which ones you felt like you could agree with, and maybe your thoughts on any Witch Queen exotics. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.